What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So today we're going to talk about Amy McGrath. So she is running against Mitch McConnell. A lot of people have been asking me who's running against Mitch McConnell. So she did an interview. I'm going to show you guys the interview so maybe you can get a better impression of who she is. But very interesting because Mitch McConnell is in this situation where the race is, it's close. Mitch McConnell is still ahead, but when it comes down to it, when you're looking at everything, when all the stuff that's gone on in this last year, I think a lot of people can say Mitch McConnell has not done much for anyone as the leader of the Senate. So we're going to take a look at the video. But first off, if you guys do me a favor, please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get to the video here. So let's go ahead and get started.
Joining me now, Amy McGrath, the Democrat challenging Senator McConnell for his seat, and a retired Marine Corps fighter pilot. Very good to see you, Amy McGrath. Thanks for joining us. How has the Amy Coney Barrett nomination process helped Mitch McConnell with more conservative voters in Kentucky?
Well, it may have helped him with far right voters, but it certainly hasn't helped him with everyday Kentuckians, because it's almost unbelievable. As I was just watching that clip, that this is what he's caring about right now. We're in a time of national crisis.
Now, I want you guys to look at the numbers on the right side of the screen. Those are pretty interesting. So just pay attention to those.
We have 230,000 Americans dead. The coronavirus cases here in Kentucky are on the rise. We have over 1,400 of our fellow Kentuckians dead. And Senator McConnell is refusing to work on this crisis at hand. It is a dereliction of duty at the highest levels, and he needs to be relieved of command. We have got to have the aid to pull our country through this right now, and he is refusing to do it. And people are tired of that. I mean, my fellow Kentuckians, we need help, we need aid, and we need a leader who's going to get it done, and he just doesn't care.
And in fact, he's not taking part in a debate tonight because he's going to be on the Senate floor. You're going to be debating the Libertarian candidate. But the last time, or one of the last times you debated, most recently, maybe the week before last, he was laughing at you as you were making the point about the suffering of people during COVID. You were appealing for some action because it really is McConnell and the Senate Republicans who have blocked any negotiations between Mnuchin and Pelosi from bearing fruit. The point is, why go forward if it's never going to get to the Senate floor?
Yeah, I mean, it's really stunning. And when I pressed him on the coronavirus aid that Kentucky really needs right now, we have 300,000 Kentuckians that don't have health care, where he's trying to ram through a Supreme Court nominee who's it's all about health care and taking away the Affordable Care Act. And I talked to him about, hey, 40% of Kentucky renters are facing eviction right now. And, I said that and he laughed. And it just shows you a stunning disconnect with everyday.
So 40% of Kentuckians are facing eviction. 40%. That's crazy.
Kentuckians. And this is, for him, it's a partisan game. And we're tired of that. And we've got to get leaders back in this country that are going to put their country above these partisan games. That's what my race is all about. That's what I'm all about. And I think my fellow Kentuckians are fed up with it. That's why you see an enormous amount of enthusiasm with early voting here in Kentucky, with mail-in voting, and we're gonna take him down.
Well, thank you very much for taking time to be with us today, Amy McGrath. Good luck to you out there. And we should note, we have always.
All right, so that was the quick little interview there. Now, and I said 40% of Kentuckians, so 40% of renters in Kentucky are facing eviction or could potentially be facing eviction. That is a large number. So now I'm going to go over and I want to take a look at the numbers right now when it comes to their race. So we'll go ahead and do that. So looking at the numbers here, this is Real Clear Politics. That's what we're using here. And so we have the latest poll. So the Mason-Dixon poll here. Now, this is likely voters. This is very important. You want likely voters. So LV, you see the LV, 625 LV, likely voters. Margin of error is 4. And we're looking at McConnell is +9. So give or take, he's about let's say +5, around there, if you put the margin of error in there. So it's not, I mean, it's not completely out of hand. And Mitch McConnell is obviously, he's dominated his candidates in the past. So even in this situation here, with all that's going on right now, we still see Mitch McConnell still showing decent numbers when it comes down to it. I would say the race is closer than what it appears to be, especially if you looked at some of the stats there where you're seeing more Democrats going out to vote early. And I think there's going to be a rise in votes overall, just because of the way people are looking at these different politicians and how they're not doing anything for the American people. I think we'll have more people showing up at the polls and voting, and they might be voting against a lot of these people who are in office because they're blaming them for not handling the pandemic correctly, as well as not getting a stimulus package for the American people. So we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. So that's all I have for you guys today, but I do have a question. Let me know what you think about Mitch McConnell's opponent. Also, let me know what you think about Mitch McConnell. Do you think he deserves another 6 years? Let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. Hit the little bell notification, that way you get notified, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.